Hi everyone, welcome again to another monthly draw, obviously June's monthly draw. So the first thing I've got to do is thank you all, everyone who donated over the month. As you know, it does help. It means I spend more time filming, more time doing stuff, and hopefully maybe tying a bit more. Didn't tie so much this month, did more fly fishing. Well, up until last Thursday, until my car broke to my clutch. Went in the car, I just got it back yesterday. So I fished today, I fished the River Doon, and had not a bad day, had some nice browns, not a huge amount. It was a bit wet at first, and I've got to check the footage, but 99% sure salmon had a go when I was fishing the salmon fly and pulled at the wrong time, just about to lift off, and the fish decided to take. So, but once I check the footage, we'll see exactly what happens, because at the time you try to take in what's happened. But anyway, I'll do that tomorrow. You'll see that for footage hopefully tomorrow. But it does take a wee while to get going. As I say, I haven't tied as many flies this month, so I don't have as many flies to give away, like the wee packs. But I did do another box of Dynamite Harry dry flies, because that's what was won last month. Or the gentleman picked the Dynamite Harrys, and it was again the month before. So I keep replacing them and they keep taking them. So I've got another one as well. I got a nice salmon sort of sea trout box that I got filled, but I'll show you them once we get into it. But I just basically want to thank you, as I say, for all your help over this month. Now what I'll do is I'll swap to the other camera and I'll kind of show you the patterns. Now obviously we've got the Dynamite Harry flies, these ones. Now this is basically the flies I've been fishing. There's a lot more patterns, but these are the main ones. Mainly the March Browns. We've got the kind of olive dun, yellow May, right down to these small kind of Larkin Grey or the green. This one here is very good for the blue winged olive. And then we've got a couple of caddis flies. We've got the Granum, we've got a brown caddis, and then we've got the midge at the top here, which is basically, it'll represent like a black midge, or adult midge, as well as because of the orange throat on it, it'll give the impression of the heather fly. So it's a good box of flies, a good box of dries. And as I say, there's lots of people asking about this fly, mainly because I've been catching fish on it, obviously. And in the last couple of months, this is the box it's been picked once I've done the draw. But I'll show you the other ones. Now the other one I just finished this yesterday actually. What happened here was I had one or two sea trout. I had some goat's toes, and I had some the Bewley snowfly and the sunray shadows, and I just put them in the box and then added some extras. And this is a good collection of flies, especially for sea trout and salmon. They're all tied in singles, so you can fish them anywhere. We've got the chartreuse. It's like an editor type fly. Except it's not got the blue hackle, it's just got the chartreuse hackle. This is just a grey squirrel in blue. I've got a Sweeney Todd. I've got this one here is the Frenzy, the Delphi fly. We've got Medicine fly, which is a good sea trout fly. We've got obviously Peter Ross. We've got the blue and silver Bumble, and the bottom here we've got this one here is the Welsh Thunder, which is a lovely wee pattern. It's a great salmon fly, but it's a very good sea trout fly as well. So it's a nice box of flies. I think money's in that. Now there's 46. Now I class this as a sea trout salmon box. So that's a nice box of flies as well. We've got another salmon box. This one here. This is tight. There's wee doubles in this. Now two sizes. There's 10s and 12s. Some are grouse type patterns. Again, I've got a couple of piglets in here, a style, which is pig bristles as a tail. It's got small vibration at the back. We've got a couple of those patterns. We've got the part shrimp, rusty nail, which is a French fly, and then this one here is one of the patterns I actually filmed recently. This is a pink and orange cascade. They're all tied in, these are tied in doubles. So you've got the silver, gold and black and this. And a nice wee collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 30 in that, so it's a good wee box for the summer, as I say. And then we've got another 3 boxes here. We've got a river box, a traditional wet flies. We've got the normal soft hackles, as we call them. Here we have the patches in orange, patches in yellow, snipe in purple, water hen blower. We've got yellow maize and so on. We've got 1 or 2 other patterns. This here is a soft hackle caddis flies that I like. It's a good top dropper type pattern. Catch a lot of fish on that. Then we've got the wing patterns again, obviously very good. So if I was fishing a cast of flies, I would put the soft hackle, just the spider one and the point. As I say, you could put that at the top dropper or even middle, and then the winged in the top, just to give the impression of flying closer to the surface. So it's a good cast on that, so it's a great wee box. There's 88 flies in that box, so it's a nice one. And then we've got a couple of loch ones. We've got the loch palmers. These are palmer flies. We've all got palmered hackles, different styles. We've got the hedgehogs, 2 or 3 patterns of those. We've got muddlers. Again, there's 3 or 4 patterns of those. And then we've got like a bumble like Thunder and Lightning. We've got magenta. We've got this one, I think that's the McPhail mayflies. These are small patterns. And then there's a natural coloured French partridge. Green Peter, and this one here is the Wickham's Fancy. Again, it's a lovely box of flies. I wouldn't mind this myself, to be honest with you. So basically there's 74 in that one. And then we go into basically it's a modern style. These are obviously shuttlecock patterns, all tied with the CDC. A couple of different colours there. These are all yellow wills, hare's ear, so in black. There's olive there, there's the carrot fly, a couple of other patterns as well as what we've got here is these are basically all-rounders as I call them. We've got half hogs, 2 or 3 patterns of those, and then the famous well-known Midas pattern that basically in the competition angling, that was one of the flies to have at the it's a good dry fly subsurface pattern. So again, this is another great box of flies. There's 79 in that one. So anyway, that's the fly. There's a choice of 6 boxes there. So what I'll do is I'll draw a number for the box, and then we'll go into the flies. So we'll go over to you'll see here what I've got. This is the number generator that I use. This is the Apple number generator. Now it's quite simple. You just press the button at the top here and the number comes up. So hopefully we'll get a good mix of numbers, please. So I like to see the different numbers, but you never know with this. It's in the hands or the laps of the gods, as they say, or apps. Anyway, we'll generate a number. This is for, as I say, for the fly box. So just good luck, everyone, and I hope you're lucky tonight. So the number for the fly box is
136.
It's 136, so well done, 136. So now what we'll do is we'll go into basically the flies now. As I say, there's only, there's a mix of 9 in here. There's as well, I'll just show you this. This is basically to help boost it a wee bit, obviously. Whoever's number's drawn for this one, they'll get a chance of either 24 trout flies, dries or wets or whatever they like, nymphs, or 12 salmon flies. So they just need to let me know. What we'll do is whoever's number's drawn for this card, obviously be in contact, and if you give me a week or so, I'll get your flies tied and then I'll get them posted. So anyway, I'm going to mix this up just so I can only see the back, and then I'll just take them as they come off. Okay, the first one from the back. Now what we've got here, this is the long hackle dries, as I call them. They're kind of dry wets. Now there's actually in here is a green Peter. They're It's basically got the red arse, as we call it. I was catching up Lochdoon last Thursday, and that was a fly mainly caught fish. So I did mention other patterns. There was a claret, and I can't remember what the other one. This is a bibio, I think. Just a bibio. Aye, this is a bibio one. There's a claret one as well as the green Peter. So what I'm going to do is, because this is obviously Friday, I'm going to draw two numbers. This is the one that I filmed. So the first number that comes out is for this one. I'll do another set of 6, and I'll tie them over the weekend, and I'll send them on Monday. So I'll do a number for them, and I'll do that with the other 2 as well. Okay, the hopper patterns. So I'll add a wee bit more to it. So anyway, I'll draw a number for this one. This card, and the number for them is number 93. So number 93, these are yours. So but for another set of these, I'll draw another number. The number is number 39. So there we are. So that's for the bibio hopper with the long hackle. Next one, this is the green Peter. This is the green Peter version. As I say, it's a great fly. What you do with these, and what I normally do is, obviously I gink them up or use whatever floating. I use muslin, and basically if you cast a couple of false casts, these will sit right on the surface. Really, you can see them. And if you want to pull them through a wave, you can fish them subsurface or wet, and that's why they work so well. And with the long hackles, you get a great impression on the surface. So again, I'm going to draw a number for this card, and then I'll do another card over the weekend. So the number for this card is 351. 351. So well done. Now I'll do another number for the extra one, and the extra one is 36. Number 36. So there we are. Okay, the next one. Right, these are, what is this? This is a Dynamite Harry. This is it's olive midge. So the olive midge are there, and then when I was filming this one, I tied a couple of variants in the olive actually, but I held up the orange boy, or the heather fly. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name. The heather fly version of that, the Dynamite Harry. So I tied some extra, so you could have at least something to have a cast with. So I draw a number for these, and the number is 271. 271. Well done. Next out is right. Okay. Right. This is the most recent video. Looks a bit messy there, but they'll be fine once you start to cast them. Believe it or not, today I was actually fishing the March Brown, the possum. I was trying it. I'll not get into the story about it, but anyway, floats really, really well, the possum. But anyway, these are some extra flies I tied. The one I filmed is this one here. I think this one, was it? Aye, it was that one. And then basically the other flies are variants using the dubbing that I was given. It was dubbing I got from Australia. A gentleman, Andrew, his name was, who was up on holiday in Scotland, dropped by, and he gave me some dubbing as well as a piece. And I tied a fly and filmed it, so that's the story behind it anyway. Good fun. But anyway, we'll draw a number for these, and the number is 101. 201. So well done, 201. Next one. Oh, there we've got these are the claret long hackle hoppers. Again, another great fly. The claret's, it's just one of these patterns that it's very consistent, but works when other things are a bit, when you're struggling. Claret's one of those colours. It's certainly worth putting on your cast. If I was fishing 3, I'd put the bibio one on, the green Peter, and this one together, and you would cover all corners, as I would say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw for this card first, and then do another number for the one I'll tie over the weekend. So the number for that card is 147. 147, and the extra one 157. 257. 100 more. Is that right? So anyway, that's the claret long hackled hopper. Now the next one off. Anyway, this is the Dynamite Harry fly. I didn't tie this basically recently, but I have filmed it. But this is some extra I put together, because again I was catching on this a couple of weeks ago. I've been consistently catching on this fly right through the season, So while I was tying with some extra, I did an extra half dozen. So we'll draw a number for these, and the number is
372.
372. Now next out, now this is the salmon fly I tied. This is the McCormick shrimp. I've got an extra couple there. This is the one I tied, I filmed, and then I tied an extra couple for it. So this is, you can give it a go. And these are tied on a double, so we'll draw a number for them. And the number is
73.
Number 73. Next is, these are, well basically these are small quilled buzzers. It was I think it was a question about hooks for small midge pupa, and I used the partridge hooks. I think it was a champ, and I can't remember I can't remember the other one. Anyway, there was two I tied on. So obviously I tied some extra. I tied the one I filmed and then the extra so you could have a cast. So we'll draw a number for these, and the number is
167.
167. And finally, and just the very last, just the way it worked out, what you can do, whoever's number's drawn, obviously I'll send emails to everyone, and so I'll do it tonight, and you should get an email and just asking for your address so you can get in contact with us. But with this one, you can have a choice of 24 trout flies, whether it be dries, wets, whatever you feel you'd like, or you can have 12 salmon flies. They can be tied on a double, or even a wee tube, or a tube fly, whatever you like. You can let me know, and I'll tie them for you and then send them off. So anyway, I'll draw a number for, this is the final item, and the number for this is
189.
289. So there we are. So that's us again. So I hope, I mean, at the end of the day, the draw, that obviously helps the channel. It helps me spend more time filming, and instead of tying flies and obviously try and make a living for tying flies, this way I can share the flies that I tie. Everything I tie now I actually give away in the monthly draw, and then obviously filming outside takes up a lot of time, as much as tying. But the more I tie, the more I'll give away, as they say. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Now, before I do go, ideas for boxes of flies. And if you've seen the boxes I've been tying, just leave a message underneath the video. I will see it. I mean, I can't answer every single one because I do get a lot of sort of emails through the other videos as well. But if you put that underneath, I'll keep a note of all the flies. Either a fly you like to see tied, or you would like to say add a box with a certain patterns or something like that, or any ideas, and even any ideas when I'm out fishing. Now, the only issue I have, I would like to fish one of the small trout fisheries, but the problem you have is it's like there's other people on the loch, and if you're filming, obviously you could catch them on the footage, and some people don't want to be filmed. So that's my problem when it comes to trout fisheries. Even though I've got permission from the owner to fish, you've got to respect whoever's fishing there. That if they don't want to be filmed, you just don't film. It's easy when you're up Loch Doon or up one of the hill lochs, because you're normally there yourself, or if you're on a private water, you could, if somebody walks onto it, then you can obviously switch off till they go by, or you can move out the way. But that's the issue, some of the issues you have, that especially when you're filming. But anyway, sorry for blethering on. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video, and well done to everyone, and again thanks to everyone that donated over through June. And until what we'll do next month, I'll leave info, I'll put any information or what's happening. I'll put that in the community page or on Facebook, so you can actually see what's going. As I say, any ideas, just leave me a message and I'll get back to you. So again, thanks for watching. Until next month.